Good evening, folks. It's 6:30, and it's a little past time for the Bargain Barn. We had a little technical problem on top of everything else we got going on here, but we've overcome it, and now we're back on the air. And I am here. I am here by myself this evening. The crew is not here. We have decided this evening that we don't feel it's safe to do the Bargain Barn this weekend. We tried this week doing the curb service and keeping everyone in their cars, and that worked fine, but it's still not quite good enough, I don't think, to keep you safe and to keep us safe. So we tried different ideas and different things to do, and we felt that at this time that it would be safer not to do that. We've been watching over the last 2 or 3 weeks. And last week we were kind of questioning whether we could or not. Thought was still, the virus is still at bay far enough. But this week we just notified that one of our bargaineers does have the virus and is not doing well, and another one possibly may have it. And so it looks like it has hit home. And it's unfortunate, but something we're going to have to deal with. And all my life I've had a list I kind of go through. Sometimes I write it down, sometimes it's just in my head. I have the things that I want to do, the things that I need to do, and the things that I have to do. And very rarely do I get the things that I want to do done. But every now and then I do. But generally that's what I need to do and what I have to do. We wanted to give you a show tonight, and we got real close. But we felt not that we just needed to, that we had to not do the show just because of the safety factor. And we don't want to alarm anyone. I tell everybody, don't panic. We're going to get through this. You do need to be prudent, be careful, and be responsible, and take it a little maybe more serious than you have, because this is a serious issue. We watched the European channels quite a bit, the news, to see what's going on over there, because what happens there happens here in 2 or 3 weeks. And last night I saw military vehicles, 20, 30, 40 of them, they went on and on and on, that were carrying the deceased away from the hospital. And that's not to alarm you, that's just to face the facts. And hopefully we won't have that kind of issue. And if we're careful like this, we won't. But I would like to remind you that God is in control of everything. If you're a Christian, you know that. If you're not a Christian, you need to know that. Whether you believe it or not, it is true. And we believe that, and that's what we stand on. There was a picture when I was young that was one of my favorite pictures, and it was a picture of a lighthouse. And of course, lighthouses they put on hills and edges of cliffs and things, high up from the water. But in this picture, the lighthouse had a band around the top of it where you could walk around, a little walkway around it. And the back, massive wave blowing against that thing. It was not quite up to where you walk, but almost. It was just a humongous wave. And on the front side of the picture, there was a guy standing there drinking a cup of coffee casually. And he had peace in the storm, a peace that passes all understanding. And if you're a Christian, you know that peace. And that's what we rest in. So I just challenge you to be safe and just try to battle through this. And we are going to make it. And as soon as we get past this, Bargain Barn will be back. We've got a lot of really good things planned for the rest of the year. A lot of exciting stuff. We're getting all kinds of different merchandise. We're doing different things to the Bargain Barn itself. And those plans have not changed. We just kind of put a pause button on them is what we did. So as soon as it's clear, we will monitor this weekly. And as soon as we can get back on, feel it is safe, we'll be back. And we'll be looking for the merchandise that you want and maybe you need at the time. So we can service the community the best way we possibly can. So with that way, with being all that, enough been said, we will be back just as soon as we possibly can. I apologize for not being here this weekend, but we feel it's safe for everyone not to do that. So be safe, and we'll be monitoring it weekly, and hope to see you very, very soon. And get back here, and you hear me say, get where you want to be, right back here as soon as we possibly can. We will be back. Thank you very much.